Okay, so guys, today, sorry if I end up crying in the middle of the video. It's because for me this is an actual story in my life, and if I seem like a pro at playing this, it's because I'm speaking over one of my gameplays that I originally played with no audio.
Todd.
So, there was a point in my life where when the Sidemen first came out, I really wanted to join them. I thought that would be a good team, like that would be such a cool thing to join. And then my dad, I was still thinking to myself, like, that'd be such a good team to join. Like, but at the time I was still so into FaZe Clan. And, like, now here's the thing, I always wanted to be in the FaZe Clan. Like, I always wanted to be in the FaZe Clan. I always wanted to be known as FaZe Duck Clan. I should say that now. Or, now that my YouTube name is BR. Let's just say, because I didn't have a YouTube channel, let's just say I wanted to be known as FaZe BR. And BR was actually a name that I came up. It was short for, it was a short synonym for because my old name used to be PlayStation used to be Bray. So my first name was Bray on PlayStation. That was my first
Less than a
name,
minute.
and then my second name was Bray.
We're almost out of here.
And I thought if I combined those two together, I would be known as FaZe BR. I always wanted to be known as FaZe, but then Sidemen came out and it was something so much different. It's almost like it was a YouTube channel based around my whole like based around my whole real life, getting bullied and that. And I thought this would be a good YouTube channel to work at. I always thought that, I always say that over and over to myself. I'm gonna train over and over one day until I become a part of, That's what I keep on saying to myself. Till I become a part of Sidemen, I'm gonna train until they notice me. And like,
Triggers pulled, let's go.
So then at the first point, it was like my first day at school when it came out. Well, not my first day, it was like my first day back at the school. After 2 years of me not going to that school, it was my first day back, my first 8-year-old self-day back. And I was pumped, so pumped.
They're hurting, let's send them home.
And that, like, because it was my first day of back at my old school. what I haven't been to in 3 years. Like, oh my god. And then when I first went there, it was like, I would just get bullied every day for it. And
keep up the pressure.
like, since I'd get bullied every day, because I was fat or because I was chubby. So I thought to myself, I'm not gonna become fat anymore. So I didn't. And even as a skinny kid, they still made fun of me because of my symptoms that I had. I had epilepsy and ADHD. And like,
pick it up.
those were my symptoms that I had, and I still have them. And people kept on calling me little ADHD boy, no good nothing. And then they kept on saying to me, like, you're never gonna make it, you're never gonna be famous someday.
You're all we've got.
And I kept on telling them, I am gonna be famous, just watch me. Watch me become famous. That's what I said to them. Nobody believed me. They all just stood there and laughed at me while I said, I'm gonna become a successful YouTuber one day. YouTube was my dream. And
take a breath, we're going back.
Like, I thought to them, if I can prove them wrong, if I can join the Sidemen, maybe
give them a proper English welcome.
Everybody will stop bullying me. And I just kept on having these dreams about joining KSI, fighting along him, being one of the funniest Sidemen members. I just kept on having those dreams. And I told one of my friends, and he just laughed. He said, bro, people are right, you're not gonna make it into the Sidemen, you're never gonna make it. And in my head, I kept on saying, I know, but if I can just get them to acknowledge
2 wins down, keep up the pressure.
That would be one step up. And then last year I created my YouTube channel.
Let's get to work.
On one of my dad's YouTubes. And so like, since I'd created that, my first ever YouTube video that I ever made was a dream drawing. And then I started uploading Fortnite, which got views and views and views from you guys. And I was like, this is my chance to prove everybody wrong. I'm finally gonna become famous. Maybe the Sidemen will notice me for once. For once. And I never got that feeling.
We're in for a fight, lads.
And last 2 years ago, my parents broke up. 2019. Last year I got bullied for it. I got bullied because my mum and my dad split apart, and everybody kept on saying, haha, at least we still all have mums. You don't have a mum. Like, and I just said, I still do have a mum. And he said, and everybody just stood there and laughed and said, well, where is your mum then if you have one? And I said, well,
forget that round. On to the next.
My parents broke up. So I got made fun of because my mum wasn't there for me when I was a baby. And now we can only talk over the phone. I still love my mum and dad, don't get me wrong, but feeling that
On
I
to the next
had,
round.
where I
Pick it
knew I
up.
had a full, like, mum, you know, to be there for me, and that most of my life, my dad's been there for me. And I thought if I could just get into Sidemen, I could earn money for my mum and my dad. I was poor at the time.
You're
And
the
I
last
kept
man
on
standing.
saying, I can earn money for them if I join the Sidemen. Come on, I can do this. And
Set the tempo. Keep it up in the next round.
so I still haven't.
This is match point. One more win. Let's see it.
Like I'm invisible to them. I comment on every one of their videos. Saying, please just notice me. And they never do. And that's the end of this video, guys. How much I'm heartbroken.